Hey folks, welcome back to the Dyson Sphere program. So last time we got set up with a bunch of new assemblers to make, let me see what these things are called. The combustible units, and those are over here producing that new fuel for us. We sort of planned or thought that we could also feed this into a bunch of thermal power plants, but I want to wait until we finish our research here, which will allow us to upgrade our assembler. Now, one other thing that we could be working on in the meantime is improving our creation rate for the energy matrices. So we're only producing 2 at the moment. This is producing, what, 20 per minute, I think? Yeah. And that's enough, it looks like, to power 2 research labs, which we do have here. So if we're producing 20 per minute over there, that's not really the bottleneck. How many of the electromagnetic matrix, the blue cubes, are we producing? 40 per minute. So the ratio is about right for this research, at least. If we look at the research for high-speed assembling, it costs 600 blue cubes and 300 red cubes. But we'd like to be creating kind of more and researching more. I do think we can probably build some additional matrix labs and get them doing some research faster. For example, I can throw another one on here. Let's build a bunch of these. Well, we can make 3. We need more glass, it looks like. So let's go get some glass. I'm trying to remember where everything is in the layout. I've become a little bit sprawling here. Here we go. So we'll grab a bunch of glass, maybe 100 is enough. And we'll build a bunch more matrix labs. How many can I make here? Let's see. So I've got plenty of circuit boards, plenty of electromagnetic or magnetic coils. I'm missing, well, hold on. Why can I only make so many of these? It says I can make 8 more. I have plenty of magnetic coils, plenty of circuit boards. Now I have plenty of glass. Oh, but it does require quite a lot of iron ingots, which we don't have a lot of. So let me start producing some more of these. I guess 8 should be enough, but then we are definitely going to need some more iron ingots from somewhere. Now we have... trying to remember if we have any extra or overflow iron ingots. Not here. Iron ingots really have been sort of one of our bottlenecks. We have an extra iron vein there, an extra one there, an extra one there. But the majority of these are being, like, consumed. And this is kind of a weird... We could throw down some foundation and build a very small iron ingot smelter over here. I can't remember if we have another one somewhere that's already doing that for us. I think we do. Yeah, here we go. There's plenty of extras in here. All right.
Light mode.
So let's throw down some additional research labs. Let's do that. You can throw one on there. So there's a stack of 3 doing research for us. That's now consuming more energy matrices than we're producing. So what we may want to do is build ourselves another energy matrix production chain with maybe 2 more labs like this, Because we definitely have extra... We definitely have extra oil, raw oil. And then it looks like we have plenty of coal as well. What I'm looking for now is the layout and the space to put them in. So we'll need 2 refineries. We'll need an arc smelter. I guess these depots, these buffer depots aren't super necessary, but then we need to burn off the refined oil that's produced. And I wonder if there's a more compact sort of layout I can use here. I mean, one problem we have is that we would need a bunch of foundation like around here to build this. I guess we can do one more build over here, and we can try and make it nice and compact and see if we can't get a blueprint together that we can use to make like 2 of them, so we can produce quite a lot. So that might be the focus of this episode. Let's see. So the refineries take in raw oil and output refined oil and hydrogen. Let's see if we can build a nice, tight blueprint for this.
Insufficient materials.
Let's make a pair of these, a pair of oil refineries. So I don't think we need the storage tanks because we're going to burn off more than we use.
Replication complete.
So let's start by placing these down. The oil refineries. No, I don't want the refinery. That's a water pump. I want the production building, the oil refinery.
Materials.
Oh, I made 2 of the wrong thing. Okay. So I need stone brick, which I don't have. So we'll go look for some stone brick.
Flight mode.
I know we're producing that somewhere. It's going to be near the stone veins if I can find those. Where am I making bricks? We have stone over here. Here we go. Let me take 100 of these. So now if I want to make refineries, I can make 9 now. All right, so let's make, I guess, 4. Let's make twice what we need so we can make the blueprint for 1 layout and then see if we can copy it.
Flight mode.
I wonder what the right way to do this is. So if we put the refineries on this side, we'll need foundation. That kind of, yeah, that kind of works. Maybe we'll put one more down like here. I'll need more foundation. Let's see. So we're producing the oil refineries right now, but then we'll have a little bit of foundation. Looks like we're out of brick again. Let me go get some more of that. Having foundation can be good. I should produce a bunch of it kind of in the background while I'm doing other things so that I have it available.
Flight mode. Replication.
I also have limited amounts of soil piles, which we need. We need to obtain soil piles from somewhere. But let's see if we can do this. That kind of, that's not bad. That kind of like, so I'm down to 75.5. Okay. Let's try to make this work. Let's place down a pair of oil refineries. I'm not sure how close we can actually make this happen. But let's say we do that. So we'll put 2 just like that. And then you guys are going to be making the one recipe you know. So I can hit the left bracket key or the comma key to copy the recipe, period key to paste it. And then, now if we come over here and look at these, how are these going in? These are going in on belts. No, they're using connectors. Okay.
Research complete.
There's high-speed assembling. That's really nice. Let me get the connectors set up here. So we'll pull in raw oil. And we'll produce the hydrogen gas and the raw oil, or the refined oil, as the output. So then, let's have... So we need... I guess I need to place these at least one apart so that we can take from the sides. I guess the output can reach across a couple of belts. That should be fine. But how many... I'm trying to remember how many these are producing per minute. So this is going to produce 30 refined oil per minute. Which means a Mark II sorter can do up to 45. Yeah. Now here's another question. If I connect these together directly, can they pass items through? I don't think so. So I think we need at least one space between them. Which I'm not super pleased about. I wish they had outputs on both sides. Not sure how to do this. So the hydrogen output we're definitely going to need. The hydrogen output can come here. And then what do we do with the oil output? I think I do need one space between them. So let me destroy this one and place it down. Okay, so this refinery will place one tile away. I think one tile away should be fine. And then we'll pull oil out of the right side. Out of the right side like this. So if we look at the connectors here, we can come from the front if we place a conveyor belt here. So that should output the... Now we want that to output the raw oil. So let's set the filter, or the refined oil. Let's set the filter to refined oil. We'll pick up this. I'm trying to remember what the key is to pick this up. Is it control click? Yeah. I can pick up the wrong stuff on the belt there. Okay. And then we'll do the same thing over here. So we'll pull this out here to the front, like so. And then we'll copy this sorter. We'll copy this sorter, so shift plus left mouse, copy the sorter to there with the correct filter on it. Okay, excuse me.
Mineral depleted.
So now we've got the refined oil coming out. I guess we're going to want to connect these together. So probably the best way to do that is to just come over here like this. And then use another sorter to move items onto that belt. And then we've got enough refined oil to power like 3 and change thermal power plants. The problem is we don't really want any left over. We want to burn it all. So let me see now about placing down the thermal power plants. What's the right way to do this? Ideally, we'd build vertically, but I don't think you can stack thermal power plants. Let me see. How many of these have I got?
Insufficient material.
0. Let me make 8 of these. What's a good compact layout to use up this gas? I cannot stack these, right? No, I can't. Okay, so we have to use space here. So
Replication complete.
I think moving them. Now I do know that with these they can actually send it to each other. I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere. So if this comes down here like this, if this conveyor belt curls around like so, and then we start stacking thermal power plants, it looks like we can build it to be very much along this line, and then we could maybe placing another one would be tough because we could place another one here maybe. We could pick the whole thing up and move it too, depending on how compact we can make it. But we need at least 4 thermal power plants here. So let's place these down like so. Collide with other object. I guess it doesn't matter the direction. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then start feeding in fuel. So, okay, let's put down a tower, a power tower as well. We clearly need a Tesla tower here. It has to be connected up to the rest of the network. I think this is fine to place. Now here's an interesting question. I'll put that in a second. Where are these connections? So how much gas are we producing? I'm trying to remember. We're going to be producing... Oh boy, what's the recipe? 4 seconds. So 15, we're producing 30. So this would be a total of 60 refined gas, which means for the sorters, that's stretching 2. This can transmit 90 per second. So that's enough. And then I believe if I... Now let me power this with my Tesla tower. If I set up my sorters across this chain, I believe they chain the resource. Okay, that's good. That appears to work just fine. So that should burn off every single drop of refined oil we produce, allowing us to collect more hydrogen gas for production of the graphene or the graphite.
Flight mode.
Now let me double check what's going on over here. This recipe to produce the energetic graphite Completes 30 recipes per minute, which uses 60 coal to produce 60 graphite. Okay. So we need to combine that with the output, the hydrogen output, into a pair of labs. Okay. So the hydrogen output can go directly into the labs, I think. From here. Let's build a pair of labs. Let's do that. So let's see. What's the right way to do this? If I go like that, I don't need 3. Hold on. Can I connect the hydrogen output directly to the labs? Will this stretch or reach that way? It will. Hold on. Now, what's the length here? Let's set the filter here to hydrogen. The length here, we're getting 1 trip per grid, so it can do up to 60 per minute. That should be fine. Now, why isn't this one working? It seemed like only one of them was sending stuff. Is this connected correctly? Yeah, they were both connected correctly. So now, why aren't you running? Lack of material. Lack of material. Did I accidentally... Okay, I'm not pulling in. All right, so let me copy this. Like that. I must have accidentally deleted something there. Okay, so that looks fine. That's producing... And what is this? Product overflow? Right. We now need to take the coal and turn it into graphite. Energetic graphite. With an arc smelter. Right? And I think all we need is one little itty-bitty little arc smelter here. And we're basically done. Let me make a couple arc smelters here. I think we just feed this in directly. I don't think we need... Because these match directly, right? Yeah, 30 per minute. So 60 per minute. We don't need buffers. We can just go straight into... Straight directly in here. So let's build our arc smelter here. Maybe one closer? Like this. We set this to produce the energetic graphite. We feed in coal. And then we feed out... No, we're too close. Dang. Okay, hold on. Mr. Production, where are you? All right, arc smelter. We were one too close to the matrix labs, but there it should work. Energetic graphite. Connector... sorters. Okay, so this is going to produce 60 energetic graphite per minute. This thing can handle that. This sorter can handle that. Okay, so now we're producing more red cubes. And we've got a nice, tight, compact layout here. So we could theoretically copy this layout as a blueprint and then stick another one like here. How many squares does this take up? 1, 2, 3 big squares. 1, 2, 3. We could get, if we laid foundation down, we could make another one of these, I think. If we had the foundation. So I'm not actually going to do that just yet. I'm instead going to feed this over into the depot for the red thingamajigs. So let's take the output here and let's just feed it over here. No. We'll come from here. So these guys are going to produce the same amount as these ones. Should be producing, I think, 10 per minute? What are you making? You're making 10 per minute, right? Okay. So let's get... Let's get you going like this. Let's get a sorter on here. And let's send more red cubes over. The sorter's just out of power. Hilarious. Okay, so here comes our red cubes. Increasing our ability to do science. So that'll feed in here and increase the input. Let's get that connected with a sorter. So the output feeds over here to do research, and I think we can now afford to build a few more of these and put them in research mode. Let's do that. Let's build 3 more matrix labs and connect them up to the inputs. And let's get more science faster, shall we? I feel like that's a pretty good deal. Double our science output for this type of science. Now we just need to connect it up. So... let's see. How do I want to do that? I guess I need a splitter. Or realistically, I can just loop this back around, right? Does that work? It does work. And interestingly, this will now pull from a corner, which it said, I think maybe something that's the only way you can do it is to pre-build it. You guys all go into research mode. That'll feed in the red cubes. And then we'll grab some blue cubes over here. Oh, now this is going to have to move, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's destroy this and move it back a little bit. Somewhere like this. But what if we want... We might want more later. I guess this will work just fine. Like this. Placing the Tesla tower in front of it. And then we'll extend this belt, the blue cube belt, over to here. And feed blue cubes in this way. Okay, another sorter feeding in the blue cubes. And then looks like I've ran out of power over here. We'll need another Tesla tower over here to power this. Okay, so now we have 6 matrix labs doing research for us. Let's test it out. Oh, we've got a threat coming in very soon. But let's test it out. What do we want to research next? We could get the high efficiency logistics system. That would unlock Depot Mark II, Sorter Mark III, Conveyor Belt Mark II. I don't know if we need that yet. What do we have here? Distribution logistics. This could be handy. Uses logistics distribution and logistics bots to achieve cargo distribution between depots or between Depot and Icarus on a planet. That seems important. We could go get like a bunch of ore on distant parts of the planet and bring it in. Or we could smelt ingots somewhere and bring them in. +1 columns on logistics list. We've got titanium smelting, unlocks the titanium ingot. Obtained from smelting titanium ores, it's light in weight and highly dense, making it an essential raw material for producing high density materials. We have a little bit of titanium that we've picked up along the way, but I haven't found any veins of it. We have energy storage here. Use an accumulator to store surplus power in the power grid. The accumulator also helps maintain factory operations by automatically releasing stored power when on-grid power is insufficient. So because demand sometimes yo-yos, this can help smooth things out by ensuring excess draw is covered and excess power generation is stored for later use. This one seems handy. We don't have the materials to build whatever that is, so we might need to back up here. What about crystal smelting? All right, this one seems like a pretty important technology that leads into other things. Takes 500 of each type of energy cube, unlocks diamonds. Graphite gets turned into diamonds. With a better understanding of lattice structures and advancements in refining technology, a more advanced smelting method for the preparation of high-strength crystals is available. We also have a recipe for diamond advanced. Find kimberlite ore and you can smelt it to produce diamonds. Okay, no idea where we're gonna find that. And then the crystal silicon. We haven't done a lot with silicon yet, but melting high-purity silicon and passing it through a strong electric field at a certain speed will yield a spectrally pure silicon crystal. This process can further remove any dissolved ionic impurities. Lattice silicon is almost free of crystal defects, and so it's primarily used to produce ultra-high precision optical instruments. I mean, sure, let's get this one unlocked. And then you can see we're generating 360 hashes per second. So it's only going to take us 5 minutes to research that. Okay, we need to produce a bunch of the assembling machine Mark IIs. To do that, we're going to need graphene, which we don't have, and processors, which we don't have. Okay, so we've got our goal after the swarm. We're going to need to start automating graphene and processors if we can figure out how. Because we definitely want those assembling machine Mark IIs. Now, how am I for ammo? I've still got 26 ammo over here. We've got plenty of fuel in the chamber. Mecha turret ammo active. So the turrets, it actually shows me how much ammo they have. I don't know if we have to activate it or... Both my mecha turret laser and mecha turret ammo are active. All right, well, let's just go and deal with this swarm if we can. Cruise mode, very nice for getting there nice and fast before they can do anything. Okay, let's fight in the air. Oh, that's cool. I would kind of like to see my turrets activate. Yeah, look at the turrets doing work. Awesome. Now I wonder why it only uses my Gauss gun and not my energy turret. Maybe it's just prioritizes ammo over... Now what is this? Oh, we need to repair something. Change the settings to manually pick up trash on the ground in the combat interface. Okay, let's get rid of the litter. And then it seems like one of our turrets got hurt or used one ammo box there. I'm not entirely sure what happened with that like repair alert that popped up. But you know what? For right now, I'm fine with things as they are. That went very well, I felt. Let's get some additional fuel going here. We definitely need more inventory space. What am I carrying too much of? Sorter Mark 1s. I guess we can get rid of those.
The sorter is a connector that moves items between facilities. Simply bridge from a supplier facility to a receiver facility. Then the sorter will automatically transport the items.
I don't know what triggered that. Let's get rid of the wood. What else do we have here? Carrying around some thermal power plants. We could really use a bit more inventory space. So what is this pop-up for? Remove all litter. Okay, that's fine. Let's look into research. Let's actually go to upgrades here and see if I can get more inventory space. What's this going to take? Yeah, let's enqueue this. That'll get researched pretty fast. And so now we need to start producing graphene and processors. We should really have research going at all times, I guess, since we've went to the trouble of like building out that additional research, those additional research labs. So let's just unlock a bunch of upgrades here. Why not? Sure. Let's just get all the tier 2 upgrades. We'll just have that going in the background. I think that's good. And then how do we make graphene? Where's this graphene stuff? I don't know if we have the research unlocked. We have processors unlocked. So this takes circuit boards, which we know how to make, and microcrystalline components, which we haven't. So this takes, it looks like silicon and copper. And high purity silicon. After melting and recrystallization of the crude silicon, analytically pure silicon crystals are formed. The photovoltaic materials and semiconductor components made from them can fulfill a variety of needs. Now, I don't know where to get silicon crystals. Silicon ore. Do we have any silicon ore on this planet? Iron ore, copper ore, silicon ore 0. Titanium ore 0. So we can't make that on this planet. We would have to go somewhere else and somehow bring it back. So let's see. We are on Alwade 2, which is a satellite of... We're on Alwade 3, which is a satellite of Alwade 2, which is a gas planet.
Upgrade.
What else is in this solar system? Alwade 1, a lava planet. What do we have over here? Okay. Research results, that's fine. Alwade 1. It's a lava planet with reverse rotation. A lava planet's restless core brings extreme geological activity, with its perennially erupting volcanoes bringing incessant lava flow and smog. Its surface is not so much land as it is slag that rises from the molten rock. All planets go through this process in the early stages of their evolution, and then gradually emerge with a stable crust as their radioactive material inside the planet ends its decay and the mantle cools. If planets come too close to a star, however, they remain molten before being swallowed up by the larger body. Rushing magma dissolves materials from deep within the mantle, forming rich metal and mineral resources, while the stable magma flow offers convenient access to geothermal energy. Okay, so... remaining reserves. It's ocean type, building area 87.2%. Solar energy ratio 135, requires universe exploration level 2. We can't see what kind of resources it has, but I would imagine it has resources that we don't have elsewhere. North pole lock, track rotation, don't track rotation. Okay. So that's in closer. What if we went out further to Alwade 4? That's got to be an ice planet, right? Alwade 4 is a glaceon. Glaceon planets are composed mainly of ice and rock. Due to tidal action and an uncooled core, many of these icy planets have vast, deep saltwater oceans beneath their thick ice shells, which provide the necessary support for its possible origin of life. The growth of the ecosystems on these planets is usually stunted due to a lack of stellar irradiation. However, if it satellites a gas giant, a life-bearing glaceon planet is likely to evolve algae that gain energy by cutting through the magnetic field of the gas giant, thus supporting a flourishing subsurface ecosystem as a first trophic level, or at a first trophic level. All right, well, how are we going to get to one of these two to get silicon? I don't really know. And then there's this hive thing here. Look at this. So I do wonder, could we like... Could we get rid of the hive on our planet if we had good enough weapons? Like, let's say we built a ton of weapons. Where are they? They're over here, right? So, like, they've got swarms and stuff. It's a relay station up here. The Central Core dispatches relay stations to planets to build planetary bases as needed. So then down on the ground, I'm assuming this is the planetary base? Okay. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Planetary base, level 1. Durability, 2120. Armor, 0.2 HP. I'm not sure about that. Matter and energy. It's getting interrupted by the swarms flying through my cursor. Dark fog's brain above the planet. It follows 2 simple rules. First, never build unnecessary structures. Second, clear any threats near the base. A planetary base will regularly assess its nearby environment. Man, that is really annoying. Here we go. If a threat is identified, it will give an order to its camps to accelerate production. A planetary base will dig wells deep into the planet to exploit core matter. Such matter will then be used to build structures and units. This technology grants a high degree of freedom and evolution to its units. And this may have induced Dark Fog's variation. Therefore, this technology has been prohibited by the Cosmo Technology Ethics Committee. You can still see the core even after planetary base is destroyed. Frankly, only a few engineers were lucky enough to witness this. So, all right. It seems like for the next thing we wanted to do, we need silicon, and we don't have it on this planet. So what do? I have iron, copper, stone, coal, and crude oil. So it seems like I need to get to another planet to get the silicon that I need, but I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. Where actually am I right now? There we go.
Upgrade complete.
I mean, we're getting lots of research done. Maybe there's some other way to generate silicon? Let's look at technologies. I mean, solar collection is an important one. This unlocks solar panels, which can help us with our power problems, maybe. Proliferator. Spray on cargo. What is this? Spray coater. Fitting the spray coater to a conveyor belt and feeding it to the proliferator through the upper port allows cargo on the conveyor belt to be sprayed. Production is either accelerated for extra products gained when cargo sprayed with the proliferator is used as a raw material to create next level products. Okay. Some sort of like efficiency coding. We have deuterium fractionation. Deuterium can be fractionated from liquid hydrogen. Okay. I'm not seeing silicon in here. Make deuterium from hydrogen. All right. Basic chemical engineering. Chemical production facility that can process the primary products of crude oil into more advanced chemical products. That gets us plastic and sulfuric acid. Electromagnetic turbine. Missile turret. Prototype. I would love to find some way to, like, I don't... Maybe I'm supposed to just, like, manually mine enough silicon ore, because I have seen it. I think it comes from destroying rocks. But is there, like, byproducts from mining stone with a miner? This is energy storage. Titanium smelting. We don't have any titanium ore. Yeah, I'm not sure about this, guys. Well, so this was kind of an interesting episode. We buffed up our research power and unlocked a bunch of stuff, but now I'm kind of gated. I'm not quite sure what to do. I guess the best thing to do would be to fly to that lava planet and see if I can find and bring back a crap ton of... Let me go into upgrades here. Where was inventory? What's this one going to cost? This is going to cost yellow. Maybe I should try to fly to the lava planet. Because if we could land there... So I would need the Universal Exploration 2. View ore reserves of the planetary system. Can I rearrange these? No, not really. But I mean, we're researching pretty dang fast. But I can fly there, right? The flight controls are pretty rough. All right, let's do this. We'll finish out the episode. Let me just in case, because it feels like I could easily like permanently strand myself. Let me make a save game here. And then how are we for fuel? We're fine. Okay, we're full. Let's try to fly to the magma planet and see if we can figure out what's on there.
Flight mode. Cruise mode.
Okay. So, how do I see where the... Okay, I'm gonna have to land here and figure this out. Star map, there we go. So can I set Alwade 1? Let's set an indicator. Okay, let's try to fly to Alwade 1. I mean, wish me luck. Let's see if this works. Okay, we do have an indicator.
Cruise mode.
Okay. We're headed towards Alwade 1. And I've stopped accelerating, so I feel like the gas giant's gonna pull us in. Let me add some more gas here to get away from the gas giant. Yeah, it's a long way away. 0.99 AU? Astronomical units. Okay. So I guess we just have to cruise over there now? Yeah. Press shift to accelerate? Hold on. Let me read this tutorial. In cruise mode, the mouse is locked by default. Unlock it by pressing the tab key. Align the mecha's cruising direction with the camera's orientation by pressing and holding the forward arrow key. Speed up or slow down the mech by pressing and holding the shift or back arrow key. Oh, so the forward key aligns it to the camera. Okay, so research is still going on back at the planet. Control the mech to different planets or planetary systems by following the arrows in space navigation. Okay. After unlocking drive engine 4, the mecha can warp. We can't do that. All right. So we need to align ourselves to the camera. Like that. To head to Alwade 1. And then hit shift to accelerate. We'll burn energy to speed up. Oh yeah, look, we're going a lot faster now. We are burning our energy, but we can restore it over time. So we slowly lose speed? No, we're holding steady at 564 meters per second. Okay. Alwade 1 is in orbit, so it's moving as we advance, which is fine. Let's speed up some more. We'll burn some more energy here. Okay, we're approaching very quickly. So we are transferring to another planet. This is incredible. Let's slow down a bit. I want to slam into it at 500 meters per second.
Cruise ended.
Okay. Having traveled a distance of 0.883 AUs, you've landed on the planet Alwade 1 and taken your first step in universe exploration. The vastness of space and interstellar journey, everything is stunning. Achievement: the sun rises in the west. Locate and land on a planet with a retrograde rotation. A pair of interesting achievements there. We've landed right near the base.
Flight mode.
So let's head away for now. There's titanium. There's copper. We only have what we brought with us. Copper, titanium, coal. What about silicon? That's what I came here for, baby. Oh boy. We do have silicon ore here. All right. So we're going to have to find it and bring it back, but that's going to have to wait for next time because damn, that was cool. All right, guys, I'm going to take a break here. When we come back next time, we'll explore Alwade 1 We'll try to figure out how to harvest enough silicon to bring back with us. Yeah, we've got some inventory space, and we brought some things with us. I think we have iron, copper, silicon, titanium, stone, and coal here. No oil, but we have everything we need to bootstrap production of silicon here. There's 2 dark fog swarms, so we want to head somewhere like over here. Yeah, we want to head over here to this area and kind of be on the opposite side of the planet for them. But wow, very cool. We've got a new planet to play with. We've got more tech to advance, so that's going to be it for this time. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Very cool finale here for this episode. And next time, we'll start working on Alwaid 1. Until then, take care.